This one, right? Yeah. Let's give you a shot.
You've done well, my sons, but there's still one task ahead of you. The linking book you see here connects to an age called Narayan. It's a very delicate age, where civilization has emerged in response to the world's imbalances. It's also the first inhabited age I'm sending you to alone. But don't be afraid. The knowledge you've acquired here will show you the way in. Use it, and see all that Narayan has to offer.
Huh. I was hoping to hear from Savidro instead of Atrus, honestly. Narayan. I've heard things. What am I looking at? Huh. Well, when would I find out? Savidro, did you do a bad? Oh, weird. Oh, hey. Subtitles pop up when you point at them. Bit of a redundant naming scheme for the save, I suppose, when the location's also listed as being Narayan, but I haven't saved for a while, and I really should. I didn't save for that entire world, so good thing the game never crashed. That's good news. Nature, love, void, energy, intelligence, entropy, force, transform, mutual, contradict, society, chaos, change, machine, power, possibility, growth, civilization, future, cycle, encourage, convey, spur, infinite, merge, dependence, wisdom, dynamic, harmony, and motion. I take it this is their language, right? Something like that? This plant shape, is that what I saw here? It's not change. That's a butt. The future is butts. Nature has a sprout, change has a sprout, transform has a little bit of a sprout, kind of. Energy. I don't think any of them quite look like that, do they? Could be a combination of characters or something that's just not taught here. No, that's nature. Yes, the swirl with the three things correlates with this part of the diagram. The top part. Then there's a circle and a weird Klingon weapon looking thing. Is that the second? Encourage. Nature, encourage is what they called, is what the symbol is from the last one. Nature, encourage, and this is what? The double sprout and the circle thing. It was change, right? Change. Change cycle, maybe? No, cycle's facing the wrong way. Change force? Yeah. Yeah, so force and change is the middle one. That was the one I got from Marble Madness, I think. This is the first one. Sprout and butts. Yeah, future. It's definitely that. It's definitely butts. And that thing. I don't know if there's even a reason to do this, but I just wanted to match them up. None of you. Am I missing it? I'm not used to recognizing these kinds of symbols, so it's hard to make out. It's keeping my head long enough to then recognize it on here. Oh, right, this one. Is it merge? No, it's motion. Motion, future. Okay. That's all three of them. I didn't write them down, though, so... I'll have to double check if I need them for sure, but... I figured out how to identify the symbols at the very least. So welcome to Narayan. It's quite a sound that makes. Think over there. There we go. What have I done? Oh, that wasn't there, was that? Was that... Wasn't this open before? No, I don't think it was then. Whoops. Well, when in doubt, flip each switch once, and leave it in its changed state in a puzzle situation. Is this ice? What is this? Yeah, it appears to be like a snow globe. Crackling non-stop.
You're not. Where is he? Look, I know he's here. I have his book. So where is he? He didn't come. I take relation from him, and he sends you instead. Idiot. You actually thought this would work. You thought that you could force him into coming here, fixing things? Why? Why would he rewrite Narayan? Because of your messages? Because of your paintings? Look at your world. Look at what's left of it. When are you gonna get it through your thick skull that you do not matter to him? Stuck here, you know. The linking book back to Chananan is gone. Left behind when I linked out of Atrus' study. And as for getting in to Narayan, look around you. This chamber is the only way in. And Atrus installed some kind of shield, and I have never been able to get past it. Not once in all these years. So you're just as stuck here as I am. At least until I open this book. And I show Atrus what it's like to watch your friends and relatives die. If you do find a way out of here, I suggest that you think very carefully about using it. Because the one thing I know about linking books, the doors they open don't close behind you.
He took it to such a sinister place, but his way of going in and out of that bolt hole is hilarious. Because he steps so much higher than he has to. Because the actor doesn't know, it's the Star Wars prequels issue of like the actor not knowing what 3D environment they're interacting with, so their actions just get weird. So he's very mad, as you'd expect. And now he only just now has realized that I'm here instead of Atrus. Meaning the entire plan, that is the entire basis of the entire game I played up until now, was moot until, basically. Unfortunately, he's got taken to a dark place, and he's threatening to kill friends and relatives and stuff like that. When he gets the book open, which I guess he still hasn't opened it, so it's been closed this whole time. So he hasn't actually accomplished anything while he's been stuck here, it would seem. By which I mean specifically he hasn't accomplished anything, I don't think, with his head start. Compared to me. Now I need to figure out how to get out of here, and how to stop him from doing something very, very bad. Yeah, I kind of figured he'd lock the door behind him. Yeah, linking books don't close behind you, but that door does. Well, I turned something on, so there's that, and I'm guessing that's what I turned on, because the camera angle very much suggests that the switch and that piece of transportation are linked in some way. Ah, Jesus. Not what I thought it would do. That's what I thought it would do, is open. What the heck is going on here? Is my goal just to link that up? Like that? No, it's not, is it? Their whole language is a series of circles. I need words. There's likely a password to this, isn't there? The other one also one of these? Does this affect? What about the lever? Okay. So the lever dictates which one I can use. But how do I know the password? Did he leave any pages around? These don't quite match up. Like, they match up with the symbols that we have here. The concern is how many there are. This is 2, this is 2, this is 2. Those things each accept a 2x2 grid. So 4 symbols, but I have 6 symbols. So not enough for both of them, and too many for one of them. I'm not really sure if I should expect them to match up at all. I think I'm going to spend some time reviewing both of their journals to see if any of them give me keyword clues of some kind. Oh, to put it more simply, energy powers future motion. Oh boy. I've written down energy and power and a future and motion. Let's see. I think those were all words that were here, right? Energy. Entropy. Energy, power, future, motion. Motion. I'll just write them in the order I find them instead, because I don't see that. So now I know that I need to treat it like a circle with a central point. if I can. Because if I draw it willy-nilly too much, it won't be able to be translated too well to the symbol thing that we saw before. Energy, power, future. Future, that's the butts. It's the butts. Oh man, this is weird to draw. Okay. I'm really hoping that my not entirely accurate drawings are translatable to what we're doing here. Energy, power. Power. Can I go over there? Power. Looks like cherries? That one wasn't so hard to draw. Energy. Energy. It's right next to entropy. Where you'd probably expect it to be, actually. Kind of like two interlocking C's on the left. Or I guess like an E. Some kinds of E's. Okay. I believe I have drawings of all of these I can try to use. Let's go with you, because you're just easier to get to. Eh, it doesn't matter. Or it might matter. I don't know on what basis to think one or the other one. I don't know. I don't know what order I should be using these in, so I'm just going to pick one, I guess. Try to make the E happen. Oh, you're not powered. No power going to you. Go over here. Yeah, because you had power going to... Oh my god. Okay. Okay, there's 3 of you. Motion and future are in this one. I think energy, powers, future, motion might be from this. It might match up with this one. Because this one has motion and future. How do I know what order the symbols to go in, though? And future, motion. Future's on the bottom, and motion is on the left. Okay. So I'm gonna take that to mean that it'll be like energy, powers, future, motion. You start on the top and then go clockwise. Because future and motion are the last 2 words, specifically future, then motion, and motion's in the bottom. I mean, future's in the bottom, and yeah. How do I know which side to put each one on, though? Do any of these look like they have specific endpoints at specific spots, I wonder? It's hard to be sure. Oh, interesting. They're all top and bottom only. They don't link up with the left or the right ever. So it's always the first and third word that they link up to in some way. And energy, powers, future. So energy. Does energy look like it links up with any of these? Well, God, what? Specifically, it powers up on the left or right of each one. I just don't have much to go on. Let's do them in the order the pages are in, then, if I have nothing else to go on. So this is the first page I have right now. So since that's the first page, I'm going to put it in the top, going with the same clockwise rule that I've established for how the rest of it seems to work. Makes sense. Sentences and paragraphs and words and so on all operate in the English language on some variation of the same system of directions. If this is their language, it probably does that too. Alright, so first up is going to be energy. No. You're the top one. Then the back one. And this leaf. So that's energy. Power looks like the Omega symbol. Is that the Omega symbol? Yeah. I know it because of the video game company Omega Force. And this one is like this little floating bit here. Think this? Think that's it. Yeah. My drawings don't always look like they're gonna match up, so I'm like, I've made a mistake. This is the butt. So I think I just did that correctly. I think this is all accurate. Yeah. That looks correct, that looks correct. But most likely nothing's gonna happen until I type all three of them in. Okay then. So that's one code down. Tell me it saves. Okay, thank God. So now I need to decode what the other ones are. So I'm probably gonna find an entry in Atrus's book that matches up with these symbols and these symbols. That's nature. Let's remind ourselves what they are. Nature, right? Yeah. And the circle one. Nature and courage. Yeah. That thing and that thing. Force? Change force. Okay. Nature and courage and change force are some of the ones. Actually, I can even preemptively write down where they'll be. Because in the 4-part sequence, this one should be something... That's fine. Let's look for the keywords first, as opposed to trying to guess the rest of it before I make a mistake. Let's go to the very beginning. Oops. We're looking for bold passages, which aren't immediately easy to see. Energy powers future motion. That's the first one. There's not another one on this page, right? Nature encourages mutual dependence. Alright. Nature. We'll skip ahead to... I'm going to have to write down all 4 of these, then write down the symbols as I find them. And here we have dynamic forces spur change. Hoo boy. Okay, so now that the grunt work is done, now I get to do the fun part of trying to translate these symbols onto that chart from my crappy drawings. I could take screenshots, I suppose, but why miss out on the fun of trying to make sense of my art? Okay, so I'm counting you as being second because going by the same rules of what we've established so far, basically. Let's see, that's the one that has the 2 planet change and forces. Okay, that's the page I'm already on. Cool. So first we need to establish change in forces here. These ones will be a little easier because I can go by their drawings. Wait. Dynamic forces spur change. Dynamic force... Wait, no, I already know its location based on the drawing, actually. For these first parts. Interesting. Is that between the 2 drawings? It appears to be. I think it is. Kinda looks like that. I think. I hope. We need the backboard here. Backbone, whatever you want to call it. I've got the little bunny ears, I've got the ring, I've got the swoop that goes across to the other side. And a little thorn sticking out, and a little hump. It does, let's see, it does strangely look like it's suggesting parts of the other symbol, dynamic. Dynamic forces spurred change. Dynamics up here. This line's correct. There's also some of these. It swoops around. Creates like a yin-yang effect. Yeah, it's definitely a yin-yang looking thing. For the top part, this part's not shaped quite correctly, I don't think. Like this would be yin-yang right here. I think that's the entirety of dynamic. Dynamic forces spur. Spur has a circle. Then a bottom bit. And then this. Oh. That's new. Okay. That teaches me that I was wrong about where I thought these go. So let's go back to the first one again, I guess, and try to write it down again. Because if this is correct, then that means this isn't correct. And if that's not correct, that means it must have to go down here. Because my system seems to be correct. This is an E with this guy. And no, that's a top bit. Energy. Power. Unless this is how you draw power. Let's double check power. I'm not entirely happy with my drawing of it. It's not specific enough about where the line's coming from. Power. Oh. Power has like a long thing on top. That definitely comes from the side, but I think I drew the top wrong. Maybe the location... Oh, damn it. Maybe the location doesn't matter. Maybe it's just this? No? I think that's correct for how you would draw power. Could it be that a different piece of it's written incorrectly? I'm gonna before I question it too much, let's just see if it's the location that matters. Alright, so that's the fix on how to draw power. Energy, power... Energy powers future motion. Future. Make that butt. Future. Right. I hope. Motion. This is a weird one. Nope. Okay, so the location was wrong then. That is true. Okay, so next up. Nature encourages mutual dependence. We haven't done that one yet, have we? No. First, we gotta clear this. If I can click in any of the right spots. Gotcha. Alright. So nature. This one pretty much looks like what you would expect the word nature to look like. No. Do I stop there? That might be where I stop, yeah. Nature encourages. We get a sun. Or a moon or whatever. That's encourage, apparently. Dependence looks like the opposite of encouragement, actually. Is that intentional? Yeah, they are opposites. I put it in the wrong spot, though. That nature encourages mutual dependence. Mutual looks like this. There we go. Look at us finding new ways to write things.